Most people fly to places like Turkey or Thailand for dental work, but I've just flown to a small city in China in the rain to see if it's actually better and cheaper. I'm starting with something simple, but I'm going to find out about everything dentistry related, from root canal to dental implants. Let's go. I've been getting loads of questions about medical care in China. You know, my dad had treatment here. I've just had my back looked at, and honestly, my teeth aren't great either. So I thought, why not check it out properly? Does it seem crazy traveling 3 hours to go to a dental hospital in China? Perhaps, but luckily public transport in China is really excellent, efficient and fast. So far, so good. So I've got my seat, and now the train to Huangshan. Honestly, guys, first impression, this is very, very modern. What's really sort of attracted me to this place and why I wanted to show you guys this place is because in my previous sort of hospital videos, it's always been the very localized Chinese section. I think a lot of people have commented, fairly enough, rightly enough, well, look, I don't speak Chinese. How am I going to do what you do in those hospitals? So I've come to this hospital, and hopefully it's going to answer two of those questions. One, what's it like for sort of more international friendly sort of hospitals, in this case a dental hospital? Apparently English-speaking service. And second of all, your dental treatments, your dental implant, root canal surgery, your veneers, things like that. What are the costs? What's the quality like? And what's the service like here? Because I guess that's what people are interested in. All right, so I've come up to the third floor, which seems to be the international department. You can see here, Huangshan International Dental Hospital. Guys, so far this is very, very modern. As I said, look, this isn't Shanghai, although it's quite close. We're in Huangshan, so people aren't going to fly over sort of those minor procedures. But for the big procedures, where you can have real cost saving, I think it's going to be interesting to learn about the costs, obviously service and the quality. You can see this is actually pretty cool. I wonder if I get my photo up on here. These sort of some international friends that visit the hospital. Oh.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, what's your name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie, hi Lizzie.
Hi.
Your English is great.
Nice to meet you, please.
Go inside. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, wonderful. All right, so first things first, got to fill out this form. Pretty standard, I think. Obviously Chinese and English, very useful. So for international people, will they all have someone like you, Lizzie, that speaks English to help them?
Yes, of course. But if international people come to here, I'm in charge of them.
Come to Huangshan Dental Hospital and you can meet Lizzie in person. So, all right, let's talk about one by one. So implants. What kind of prices are we looking at implants? Per tooth? I don't know how implants work.
Yes, but implant is divided two parts. Someone like this, there is a bad tooth, full mouth.
Can I film this?
Yeah.
We're not going to show you anyone's name, but gosh, these are even worse than mine.
We do the surgery the same day. We extract all the original teeth and do the implant for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And double for full mouth and
okay.
12 implant.
Wow.
And then at the same time give the temporary teeth.
Oh, these are temporary.
Yes.
These look great. I thought they were real. These are temporary. Okay.
This temporary teeth for maybe we will take for 6 months.
Okay.
To make the implant post and the bone to heal.
See, so basically this is before.
Yeah.
This is after the operation.
Final one, maybe 6 months later, we will give the final one, the cornea crown. It's strong. Can use more than 10 years, maybe 20 years.
Can you give me like an average price?
40,000 Chinese yuan for half mouth.
What about for one dental implant? What about for one
dental implant is like 5,000 yuan.
That's about £500, and then when I looked in the UK, the price is about £3,500. But is it possible you have like do you have a factory where they make the implants? You have like your
yes,
here?
We have. We are the first in hospital. We have the hospital and the factory together in China. The first one.
You guys are the first in China to do that?
Yeah.
I just assumed everywhere in China would have that. So what does that mean? You make the implants here?
No, the implant crowns.
Oh, implant crown.
Veneers and also restoration crown or crown bridge. So that's why we can do the crown or veneers at a short time. Usually in China, we do the crown or veneers cost 1 to 2 weeks.
Wow.
To waiting for the crown and veneers. But in our hospital, we can spend 3 to 5 days to finish all the veneers, full mouth veneers. 16 to 20 for 3 to 5 days.
Wow. So you have it on site and you can build it on site?
Yeah.
First in China?
Yeah, I think so. That's the reason why we can so many foreigners to come here to do the veneers, because they have short time stay in China.
Yeah.
But we can finish all the treatment by this trip.
That's crazy. Robots everywhere now. Can't get away from them in China. Anyway, guys, I'm going for my procedure. Hello.
Hello.
Is it painful? 很痛吗? Is it painful?
会有一点点酸，是正常的。
Oh, really? Okay, alright, I'm getting worried now. Hopefully it'll be okay. I've got such bad teeth. I need to get rid of all of them, start again.
Please.
In here? Okay.
Sit down.
Sit down, okay. Apparently I'm getting a massage. Massage my teeth.
Okay, finish.
Thank you so much. That's the first massage on my mouth I've ever had. That is incredible. So first of all, they'd like compare the whiteness.
做之前给你比个色，做之后看看有没有比这个更白。
Oh, okay, now I get it. So they first will compare with your current whiteness, and then afterwards they'll do another comparison with these teeth to say, look. Okay, wow. So how did that feel? You know what? It was actually completely fine. It wasn't painful. It was easy. Whiter, but natural, as you can see. Chris, right?
Yes, it is.
And where are you from?
New York City.
New York City, America. That's great. You've been in China for a long time, or?
Yeah, I got in about a week and a half ago. I went to the Canton Fair.
Okay.
I did have the intention to come up and take a look at this hospital, see what it's all about, see if all the hype, everything that I saw on YouTube and the research that I did.
Okay.
And pleasantly surprised that it's all that plus. As you can see, extremely clean.
Super modern, right?
Super modern, super happy and polite and courteous staff. It makes you feel like, you know, this is a great place, good hospital, and all the services that they promised so far hasn't disappointed.
Hey, one more thing, sorry, I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I'm from the UK, in London, and we have something wonderful in many regards called the NHS, which is basically a national health system. I think it's equivalent of maybe Medicare in America, obviously slightly different, but that kind of principle, right, where you basically get free or subsidized medical care. It's paid for by taxes, right? But what's not included, by the way, in the UK is dental care. So dental care you always pay for. It may be subsidized, but you're always paying at least a certain amount out of it. So my question to you is, I know I don't want to take too much of your time, but a simplified version. In America, dental care expensive on the whole, part of an insurance package, there's a whole separate side to it. What's the situation?
From an insurance standpoint with America, I'm not the best to answer this question. I don't have dental insurance, being case in point why I'm in China.
Right.
But my research, very, very expensive.
Okay.
At least in particular for my needs. But just even the simplest of cleaning, tooth extraction, it's a world of a difference, you know, and not everybody qualifies in America for dental, and a lot of the procedures don't qualify even if you are insured.
Right.
Cosmetic surgery, things of that nature, and other types of procedures wouldn't be covered in your plan anyway.
Right.
So disadvantages are plentiful when it comes at least to New York City.
Got it. Chris, I really appreciate you talking to me.
my
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. Good luck
Same
with the
to you.
procedure.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Cheers, babe. Thank you. That's really kind of Chris to talk to me, and I think it's really important. We said that on the video, basically. It's one thing me just talking to camera, saying to you whatever I think and feel, but having somebody else come on camera and be willing to speak, so I really appreciate that. Of course, our situations is different. His dental procedure, where he's coming from, look, we're all affected by our own personal circumstances. So for me, the UK, the NHS, being in China, him, America, New York, I guess it changes across different states. If we've got Americans watching, can you tell me the situation with insurance and dental care across different states or cities? I'd be really interested to know. There's lots of people here, obviously local Chinese people, but also international people. I think there was a man from Pakistan, obviously speaking to that American gentleman from New York. I saw another lady, where was she from? Malaysia. If you've got a serious issue, coming out here as part of a business trip, as part of a holiday, just get your teeth done, is a serious consideration. Is a serious consideration because, look, what did Chris say from New York? He was going to save like 4 times the cost doing it in America, doing it in New York. So with that extra money, you either just save that money or you have a wonderful holiday in China. I've already looked around a little bit, but we look around now together?
Yes.
Okay.
This is our CBCT room. When we arrive at our hospital,
Yeah.
we will do the CBCT scan first and then do the blood test.
What is a CBCT scan?
It's a 3D scan and it's different from X-ray. 3D scan, we can see it exactly, so we can make sure we can do the implant at the same time extraction.
Okay, so this is the factory floor.
Yeah.
You're loving it. You should do this. You should do the videos. Okay, fine. So this is the factory. Wow. Okay. This is actually what surprised me the most because they have their own factory here. So everything is made on site. It's not outsourced to other places. It's actually made here. Well, there's nuts. Can I film this? Am I allowed to?
Yes, this is ceramic material or the round, and we cut the material for veneers and crowns.
All made on site.
Yes.
That is nuts. These machines are making, so like you do the scan, yeah?
Yeah.
Do the scan, input the information into the computer, and according to your scan,
Yes,
they make the
yes.
teeth how you need.
Yes.
That is nuts. Having the factory,
Yes.
having the factory on site, does that speed things up, or does that reduce costs, or is that both?
Both.
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 So it's cheaper and quicker.
Yes.
Tick. Cheaper, quicker. Good. Excellent. All these machines are making this sort of stuff. Wow.
Yes. All of it. And when we finish the cutting, send here to let the temperature come down, and
Okay.
then send to the polishing and shaping room.
Okay. If there are any dentists out there or guys in the industry, I'm not sure what cutting means. I think cutting means making the teeth. Sintering is something to do with controlling the heat. I guess you've got to have teeth that can withstand high and low temperatures. Polishing and shaping, I understand that. Okay, polishing and shaping. God, there's a lot of people working here.
Yes.
He's making teeth. The guy's making teeth. It's nuts. He guy's making teeth. So what is this? That's an implant or?
This is veneers.
Veneers, okay.
Yes.
That's nuts.
Used for handmade painting.
Yeah.
W.
It's like, these are like artists. These guys are like artists. Seriously,
Yeah.
these guys are like a serious artists. It's nuts. You know, in my experience, so other dentists I've been to in the past, it's all done so like they scan it or they do an x-ray or whatever, and then they send it to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait a while before basically they make it either in Germany, in Switzerland, or here in China, I guess, and then they send it back.
Yeah.
But here you guys do it on site. That's so smart. Where are we going to now?
I will show you our designer group. When the doctor collect all the information of our teeth and then send to the group, designer use AI and computer with person together to do the design of shape and how thin, how thick it is the teeth.
Okay.
To do all the implant crowns and restoration crowns and veneers like this.
How many people? You've got like 50 people?
More than 100 people, more than
100
people, all of us.
100 people making my teeth look better. There we are. We're on the third floor. We're back,
Yes,
right? We're
yes,
back.
we're back. And this side is our treatment room, like do some fillings, cleaning, and maybe properties, or do the periodontics and orthodontics and so on.
Oh, so you do orthodontics is when you get braces, right?
Yes, braces.
But that you would need to come quite a lot, regularly.
Yes, more than 2 years.
More than 2 years. Hey, you could do it, but I mean, it's 2 years. Okay, what's in here? Wow.
This is our machine room for cleaning and whitening.
This is great. Woodpecker. Where's Woodpecker from? That's a great name. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for root canal.
Root canal. Oh, that's meant to be. Is root canal very painful?
No, we give you painless anesthesia, so you maybe cannot feel the pain.
Right.
Yes.
Guys, if any of you have had root canal, guys, if you've had any of the procedures, if you had root canal, if you had crowns, if you had veneers, if you had implants, please put it in the comments below. I'd like to know a little bit about it. What did you pay? Where did you do it? How long did it take? And most importantly, how painful was it? Please let me know. It's not just about price, it's about quality, it's about service. And if you're traveling all the way here, it's about speed. So 3 to 5 days for the whole. That's crazy. That's great. How can people pay? Is it easy? Can I find out the detail? Can they pay with like Western credit cards? Can they do bank transfer? Do they have to do like WeChat and Alipay? Is that the
all of this can Visa card, Alipay, WeChat Pay, include cash.
That's huge. You know, I think one of the problems for I think China is moving towards like, we call it medical tourism. So I think you're going to see loads more people coming to China to have medical tests, surgeries and dental work, right? But there are two things that I think it's like holding it up. And I think you guys are doing a really good job. Again, sorry, this sounds like an advert, but I want to give you all the information. One, not everyone speaks English. You speak great English. This hospital speaks great English. Two, you can't always pay with Western methods, like a Western credit card or a Western bank transfer. You got to get the RMB, you got to get the WeChat, you got to get the Alipay. So I think it's super useful if you can use Western credit cards. Makes a big difference. Maybe I'll make a video. Maybe we should get like a commission scheme going on. People contact me, pay me a little bit of money. No, joking, guys. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put all the information in the description, and then I'm going to reply to the comments. If you actually do want to come here to this hospital, I'll get the contact details. I'll give it all away for free, no commission. That's fine, no problem. All right, guys, I've learned a lot today, but I really want to just go over everything before I finally leave. I'm worried I'm going to forget about everything. So while it's fresh in my head, this is the procedure here at the dental hospital. Now, to be very clear, this is not your average dental hospital, some like street dentist where literally the chair is next to the door and then you're on street level. No, this is a upmarket, international dental hospital that caters for local Chinese, but also for international patients. So let me tell you the procedure. You come in with your problem. You've got jagged teeth, crooked teeth, discolored teeth, painful teeth, what have you. You discuss with the dentist what the options are. Then you have the x-ray, the CT or the 3D scan, whatever you need. Once you've got that, the dentist can tell you what they can offer you. So you discuss with the dentist. Let's say, okay, we've decided it needs to be implants, fine. Before you start the process of the implants, they make like a cast of the implants. They'll show you what your teeth are going to be like after. And I think that's really cool. And actually, if and when I need something like that, I will seriously consider coming here because that's huge for me, seeing it, what it's going to be like. So, okay, so you've seen what it's going to be like and you go ahead with the procedure. But before that, they need to make those implants. They need to make those crowns. They need to make whatever it is. So do they send that away to Germany or Switzerland or somewhere else in China? No, they have a factory on site where you can get those made. It's incredible. So not only does that speed it up, the whole process, but also, of course, it's a lot cheaper because it's all in-house. Incredible, really. So once those implants, once those crowns are made, then you have the procedure, the surgery. So this is the surgery here. The only place I wasn't allowed to film today, but I get that because I don't want, because of me, someone to get infected. So you have your surgery, you have your procedure, and then when it's all done, Bob to your uncle, You pay, and this is huge as well. And I think, look, it's obvious that China is going in the way of medical tourism, but some places haven't really caught up with what actual foreign international tourists need, and they need to be able to pay using Western credit cards. That you can do here. That's huge, by the way. Other places, if you don't pay with WeChat, Alipay or cash, then you're really in trouble. By cash, of course, I mean RMB. So you pay with Western credit cards, and the biggest one, and the number of people on my videos who have said, can I communicate in English? Do I have to learn Chinese? Do I need a translator with me in order to have a procedure here? These guys speak English. So yeah, you're going to save a lot of money. It's going to be really quick. Quality service so far that I've seen today, absolutely top-notch stuff. You can pay with your Western credit card and they speak English. Guys, I'm going to start recommending friends, family, when they need procedures done, come here. You know what? Have a little holiday as well. The weather's not great today, so I'm not going to film outside today, but I'm around tomorrow, and hopefully weather's a bit better tomorrow. I'm going to show you around. This is a major tourist site. You know what? I actually think what will happen in the future, people will come here, maybe part of a business trip, Canton Fair, Chris said he's done that, or they come here, a bit of tourism, local tourism. Here, around here is a major tourist site, the Yellow Mountain of China. But in and around, let's say you've got to wait 3 days for your implants. You can go and have fun in China, bit of a holiday. Why not? 2 birds with 1 stone. Although keep away from stones once you have your teeth done, because it costs you, even if it's cheaper than anywhere else, it still costs you money. Stay away from stones, have perfect teeth. Look where I am. I'm in the old town of Huangshan. I'm having a look around this really cool tourist site. So if you flip it on its head a little bit and you include perhaps the tourism element to it, you say, look, I'm going to have a holiday while I get this dental work done. I'm going to go on a business trip while I'm having this dental work done. If you combine it, then actually flip it on its head like that makes a lot more sense. The other thing is, and this is the most obvious, the price savings. What I've understood today and the research I've done before coming out here, you're going to save a lot of money on your veneers, your crowns, your implants. And hopefully you've learned something, especially if you're thinking about getting dental work done. And do let me know in the comments below what your issue is, what you're thinking about getting, and would you consider coming to China, come to Huangshan to get that done. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is me, Toby, here in China for China Unpacked, in a tourist area with both local Chinese tourists and international people. I just saw a load of them down there. That's Rex, she's here. Say Jen. Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Say Jen. Bye-bye.